Welcome back, Resource Gang. You back with the Bishop. Guess who I got in the kitchen today, guys? Just guess. I'm gonna give y'all a minute to guess. Don't worry about it. I got my boy. Y'all seen the videos we talked about it.
It was good.
But at this point, we finna be about it. My boy, talk to the people, man. Let them know what we got going on today.
Well, you know, the Bishop and the family have been so kind to welcome me, allow me to be a part of the family. And Granny is turning 70 years old today. So we have the honor, me and my boy Chef Matt, doing a beautiful spread. Follow me real quick, Bishop. Let's show them what we're working.
Oh, man, I'm gonna come this way.
This is just to set up a little bit. They told us that Granny's favorite color was green, with a little bit of accent of gold and the white. So we try to follow suit here. You see on the menu, we're gonna have salmon croquettes, spinach chicken meatballs with a ginger apple glaze, braised red short ribs, bourbon glazed chicken, brown butter sage scalloped potatoes, truffle mac and cheese, and a little bit of vegetables there as well.
Look, y'all heard it from the chef. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. My guys finna get busy. How many of y'all chefs out here doing it like that? Do y'all see this? Do y'all see this, right? Look at how my boy then color coordinated everything. And it's just part of the setup. It ain't even always complete. But we just wanted to bring y'all some insight on what's going on. My boy is in the kitchen. Matt, talk to the people, man. What are you over here doing?
Man, right now just dicing up some onions, celery, parsley, shallots, whole nine. Get ready to cook it down and get y'all good dinner.
Oh man, hey, y'all stay tuned. I promise y'all, it's gonna be nice. I wish y'all can taste it, but you know what? I'm gonna tell y'all all about it. OG,
all the way down. Just try to get the bulk of it, and then save your fingers.
Y'all see it, guys. I'm telling you, I'm bringing it all to you guys. We seeing what it take from start to finish to put together an experience that is the X, not the E. All right, Chef, what we got here, man? What we
So
doing?
we're getting ready to start working on the cheese sauce right here. So this is some shallots sauteing right here. And then in this pot we got our chicken stock boiling. We're going to transport our potatoes in here shortly. But this is going to be for the potato au gratin. So
It's all in the wrist. Show them how you flip the wrist, my boy.
Look how they flip the wrist. And then we'll actually add some, let's see, monitor your heat as well, folks.
Okay, my boy, that look like a grapefruit right there.
Yeah, it's what is it again?
It's a cara orange,
Right.
which, like you said, it looks like grapefruit, but it's actually sweet, like a regular orange.
Oh.
This has a pink flesh.
Let's look at that right quick while he's doing that. I would have been fooled and thought that was a grapefruit.
Bro, I did the first couple times.
Let him try a piece out.
Yeah.
It might be better if you have like try this one. See if this helps you a little bit.
For sure.
Run it out.
My boy cut that thing super perfect. All right, guys, I'm finna try it. Now, what is that
Cara
called?
orange.
Cara?
Cara. You on?
Hey, so this one will be a little bit better.
Are there any stickers?
I already got to stick it off.
Check it out here.
People see. Cara orange, guys. It has a red flesh and it is very sweet. And what we doing? I see we got sticks, we got butter, we got
the sage, we got the shallots. So this is a brown butter potato au gratin. So the way you brown butter is you just put a lot of heat to it. So what we want to do is get this butter infused with the shallots and the sage. It's going to give your potatoes a nice aromatic flavor to it. And that brown butter gives it a nuttiness. So something that's a little different from your traditional potatoes that you have on a regular basis. Just subtle things you could do to make something regular taste extraordinary with the X, not the EX.
Hey, not the E, it's the X. You hear me?
Yeah.
Guys, I'm telling y'all, it smells amazing in here. I wish y'all can smell what I smell, but most of all, taste what I'ma taste.
Oh, yeah.
Guys, look, y'all keep staying tuned because I promise you, it only get better. It only get better. Look at that butter. Man.
Oh yeah. It's the good stuff. You good at this, Bishop.
Hey man, this is
You
my
are natural, sir.
hey man, this is my passion, bro. Like
Yeah.
everybody know I love driving trucks.
Yeah.
But my second thing is being behind this camera, man. I found this new love a few years ago when I realized, the vision
Yeah.
of the things that I be thinking about and then what I be seeing. So Chef, before we go anywhere, what is this? What are we doing right here?
So these are yeast rolls.
Yeast roll.
Yeah. So we're just letting the proof
Mm.
get bigger. So pretty much closer to dinner time, these will be much larger, and we'll be able to put those in the oven. Put a nice brown butter, brown butter glaze on them. Those are gonna go crazy. So y'all watch. Every time we do these, people say they taste like cinnamon rolls, or sticky buns.
Well, let me ask you this before you. I know you're moving around pretty quick, but let me ask you this because I've seen this. You do this before.
Yeah.
Explain to the people why you keep it all separated, sectioned out as you doing what you're doing. Because I got an idea. Because I kind of think that it really keep you on track. It keep things a lot more neat, a lot more cleaner.
Exactly.
And you just know where it's at when it's time to go to it. And I think I seen you chopping everything up first before you start dealing with the pot.
Exactly.
So explain to the people what I'm looking at. Why is it done this way?
So these are our vegetables, okay? So we're cooking things fresh, homemade. You know, we use seasoning, but we get a lot of our seasonings from fresh vegetables, fruits, herbs. And so this is just kind of what we need to do essentially to begin cooking. So we got a combination of bell peppers and celery here, freshly chopped parsley, fresh cilantro, some more bell peppers that are going to have a different cut because they have a different purpose, a little bit of fennel, and some red onions.
All right, so this got a different cut, because this is the same as this,
Yes.
right?
So what
This
we're
is
going
the
to do with
same,
this,
but this going somewhere else.
exactly. So this one is kind of like a holy trinity almost. And we're doing salmon croquettes as an appetizer. We're going to saute these up and add it to our croquette mixture.
Gotcha.
So almost like how you would do with crab cakes.
Uh-huh.
We're going to do a similar method but with salmon. And these are going to go in the short ribs. So we want a thicker cut because those are going to kind of cook down slowly. And if it's too small, they're just going to kind of dissolve. If they're big enough, they can withstand the heat in a long time. So by the time we're ready to serve, they will still be a good cook. They won't be completely dissolved into the pot. You'll still be able to see and taste those peppers in there.
Oh, man. Y'all heard it first, man. We are cooking with Kaius, not Kaius. Kaius with the S on the end. You know what I'm saying? That is cool, man. So let me ask you this, Chef. Where do you get, like, I know everybody got their own preference where they buy their produce and stuff like that from.
Yeah.
Where do you buy all your produce from?
So I get it from the best
Let's get there.
grocery store on earth.
Okay.
In the United States, in Texas, H-E-B. H-E-B has really great quality ingredients. A lot of chefs, they like to, get locally sourced things. H-E-B has locally sourced things. H-E-B works with local farmers, local fishermen, local cattlemen, things like that. So ever since I discovered H-E-B, or been going to H-E-B since I've been in Texas, I haven't had a need to go outside of H-E-B. So you'll see all of the ingredients that we're using are H-E-B
Everything
brand.
is H-E-B.
From the corn, from the eggs, the oils. Some things you can't have an H-E-B brand, and
Even the butter.
yeah, the butter. But for the most part, all of our produce, whatnot, H-E-B. They have organic fruits, grass-fed beef, and all that stuff, and it hasn't steered me wrong yet. We've been able to win 8 awards consecutively.
Y'all hear that? Do y'all hear that? Tell them one more time, Matt.
Consecutive.
How many awards?
8.
How many awards, Chef?
8 awards. So the last 8 competitions we competed in, we took home an award. So, most of those awards were from H-E-B products.
H-E-B.
H-E-B, baby.
H-E-B, if y'all hearing this, I'm going to tag y'all. We got an 8-time award-winning chef that's doing it with y'all product. Let's sit down and let's have a conversation.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Let's have a conversation. Because we both from Alabama. He's from Alabama. I'm from Alabama. And
This ain't no Piggly Wiggly.
this definitely ain't Piggly Wiggly. And we ain't got nothing against Piggly Wiggly. Shout out to the pig. I used to work there. This ain't Winn-Dixie. You know what I'm saying? This ain't Publix.
This ain't Publix.
This is H-E-B.
Absolutely.
We didn't know nothing about H-E-B until we got here, but we learned.
Yeah. We learned
And what we learned real quick is that it ain't no competition.
Oh, yeah.
It ain't no competing with you, H-E-B.
Yeah.
We love you, H-E-B.
Yeah, so
But we
can't
wanna
beat
have
them,
a
we gotta
conversation.
join them. Yeah.
We can't beat y'all. Can't nobody beat y'all, but we definitely want to join y'all on the team. We need to have a conversation, H-E-B.
Oh, yeah.
I know y'all gonna see this. I'm gonna make sure y'all see this because I'm gonna tag y'all. But we need to have a conversation, H-E-B. We love the products. We love the produce. Everything we got in my house is H-E-B stuff. And that cornbread, H-E-B, let me tell you something. If my grandma can taste it, she'll give y'all props. Hands down.
That's
So,
a lot right there.
H-E-B, we need to have a conversation, baby. We need to talk about it. All right, Chef, what we doing? I see you stirring up the pot. You're adding the potatoes in.
Absolutely. this
So
is
what's
for
the method? Why? So tell me why you doing it like this, versus just putting all the potatoes in there at one time? Because you know that's what we do most of the time. We just put it all in there and stir it later.
Yeah. So the potatoes have a starch in it.
Mm-hmm.
So if you put in the potatoes and you just let them sit, they'll get stuck to each other. That's what starch does. It's a binder. So I'm doing this so to kind of make sure that they stay loose. And I'm not going to cook these all the way. I just want to kind of cook them just a little bit. And then what I'm going to do is once I finish making this sauce, we're still waiting on that butter to brown.
What's the butter doing over here?
Yeah, it's starting to brown a little bit. You see this, the stage kind of starting to get a little wilted. The next stage from that is it'll get crispy. And then we're going to add some white wine and then cream, then our cheeses.
Oh, man.
Yeah, so that's going to be for our potato, our gratin. But, yeah, just kind of trying to get these potatoes slightly cooked because they're going to finish cooking in the oven as well. So this is just kind of, just to kind of give it a little helping hand.
Okay, Chef, let's talk about this brown butter business.
All right, so as you can see, the butter has changed colors here.
It has.
And can you smell it, Bishop?
Oh, man. It smells amazing.
Don't that remind you of Christmas?
Man, here's the season to be jolly.
Oh, yeah.
Fa la 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 la, la 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 la.
You see the shallots have gotten, or not the shallots, well, the shallots too, but the sage has gotten really crispy.
You did say that.
Yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to add some white wine.
Let me see what type of wine we got here. Yellowtail?
So just yellowtail,
okay. So why yellowtail?
Yeah,
any specific reason?
It really doesn't matter. You got some people when they're... Oh, yeah, that's exactly what we're going with. I'm going to add a little slurry to this later on, but...
Y'all see the Bishop know a little bit. I be cooking a little something.
He from Bama, man. You got to know what's up. But it really doesn't matter the brand that you're using. I like Chardonnay varietal for a white wine because it has a nice full body flavor. But it's still on the lighter side when it comes to red wines. So this is something that I would use for white sauces, cheese sauce, things like that. And then if I'm doing something like a steak or something a little bit more heavier, I would go with maybe like a Cabernet or a sherry, a different type of red wine to complement those flavors.
Chef, I got one question.
What's up, brother?
When is the doggone cookbook coming?
Hey, man, that's the question of the century, bro.
When is the cookbook coming?
That's the question of the century. I actually, I've worked on a book. I have an ebook that's already completed. I just have not put it out yet. You're always your biggest critic. So I'm my biggest critic with that book, but soon and very soon. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and say it. 2025, I'm going to do a book. It's on the recording now. Everybody's about to see it. Mark my words, 2025, I'm coming out with a cookbook.
Hey, let me tell y'all something. The cookbook, and y'all heard it here from the Bishop, it's going to be called the X, not the E, when it comes down to Chef Kai experience.
Hey,
the X, not the E, y'all. Yeah. We already trademarked that, so don't nobody else try to get it. The X without the E. So what we doing here, Chef? I see you got some, what is it, starch?
Yeah, starch, so I'm going to make a little slurry. So sometimes let me start by saying this. When you're in the kitchen, sometimes you might not have the things that you need, and so you got to be able to improvise. So typically what you would want to do is you would want to do a roux. Mm-hmm. So with that butter, you would want to add some flour and just kind of whisk it away. But I don't have my flour, but I have cornstarch. And I like cornstarch as well as another thickening agent. I like it a lot because you don't have to cook out cornstarch as much as you have to do flour. So I'm just going to kind of whisk it away with some water. This is a slurry, what they call it. And this is what you're doing with this is you're kind of loosening up the lumps so that when you put it in there, it's not going to be lumpy. You ever had lumpy gravy and you didn't know why it was lumpy?
Yeah.
It's because of that flour was not dissolved properly.
Well, hell, I didn't know no better. Yeah. I just ate it.
Yeah. So, you kind of whisk that away. And what this is going to do is it's going to thicken up this sauce. Man, it smells crazy.
Man, it does. I ain't lying. It's one thing, Chef, to taste the food after the finished product. Yeah. But this is a whole different experience. The X, not the E. To see you whip it from, you know what I'm saying, from start to finish. Yeah. And granted, y'all, he have been over here to my house and he done whipped up a couple times. But I never just had the chance to just see it done.
Watch it.
Yeah. So since I started the channel, I knew I was going to get a chance to see him do it. So I was like, you know what, today is a good day to show the world, to show the people The experience. Y'all hear how I say that? The
experience.
Yeah. So you come in with the heavy whipping cream, I
Yes,
see.
sir.
So that's to thicken it on up a little more?
Yeah, that's going to thicken it up, and watch what it does to the color. It's going to make it creamy, almost like a gravy.
And guys, let me remind y'all once again, this is not culinary art school. This is coming out of the kitchen from Alabama to San Antonio.
Yeah, this is just knowing, understanding that I like good food, and if I really like it, I need to know how to do it. So this is going to be a version of like a bechamel, if you will. So a bechamel is a type of roux that's turned creamy, and you can use that for a lot of, it's called a mother sauce in French. So the bechamel is the starter to like an Alfredo sauce or like a mushroom ragu sauce or something. You know, this kind of looks like Alfredo a little bit. So you could do a lot of things with this. What we're going to do is we're going to kind of make sure we're incorporating all that butter. You don't want your sauce to be broken, so you keep whisking it until it combines completely.
So what is it that we're looking for right here? Because I know you doing it. I know you said it's gonna change a certain color.
Yeah.
How do you know the whisking is done?
So
is it supposed to turn another color or?
Yeah. So I don't know if you noticed, but there was like little brown lines. Or it
Yeah,
wasn't
I see it.
it's like that right there. So what I want is it all to be homogeneous. I want it to be all one look. I don't want, this is a sign of a broken sauce.
Oh, okay,
that means
Y'all see that?
the fat is separating from the liquid. So we want it to all kind of combine nicely. And that way, you know, those broken sauces was giving y'all heartburn as well.
Y'all better take these tips.
Yeah.
Broken sauce giving heartburn.
It's giving you heartburn because that fat is separated.
Oh,
so
man.
there's nothing but fat that you're consuming.
Now I can tell you this. You know, I look different on camera versus seeing it in person.
Yeah.
I can tell, I can see how the sauce looked a lot more thicker than it was in the beginning.
Yeah.
So, okay.
I'm gonna show you there. And we don't want this super thick because again, potatoes have a starch in it as well, which is going to help thicken this up as well.
And it looked like it's getting thicker as you know what I'm saying? I guess as everything's starting to contrast together.
And the cheese is going to also make it thicker. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask for some tongues.
Some tongs?
Some tongues. We got some tongues. I'm going to fish out.
See if we got some tongs.
These herbs here.
All right. Do you want these type of tongs?
Yeah, that'd be fine.
Or you want the other ones, like these type of tongs?
Yeah, that work.
Or you want? I got the long ones too. Whatever the chef need.
We got options here, man.
Yeah. Whatever the chef need, man. The bishop gonna make sure he can provide it however he need to provide
I
it.
appreciate you, brother. Yeah, so we'll just fish out these giant herbs here.
Okay.
You're doing that because this bechamel already has all the flavor it needs from the sage. And sage in itself can be kind of bitter. So we kind of want to make sure that you're not getting any bitter bites from this. You know, you want to kind of make sure the whole experience with the X, not the E, is pleasant. You know.
So just by leaving that in there, it can change up the whole taste of what you're going for, what you're saying.
Absolutely.
So-
Have you ever eaten something and caught like a big old chunk of garlic or?
Oh yeah, man. I recently did something like that a couple weeks ago. hey, you know you learn, man. You don't know everything. You know what I'm saying? All this is a learning experience.
Yeah.
Now that's the E, not the X.
That's the.
Now that's the E, not the X. When it's an experience that you learning from. You know.
Yeah. So you know, and I'm guessing it wasn't very pleasant.
It really wasn't because it almost like, you know, if you got your mouth set to bite something, you know, nice and tender, but then you bite something that's super chewy, you trying to figure out what I done did wrong here. I done messed up somewhere.
Yeah, man. So it's the same thing with this. You know, you wanna make it as smooth as possible because the guests they're thinking about all this stuff when they're eating. They might not tell you it. You know, they might say, "Oh, it was still good," but they gon', man, what was that thing I was chewing on earlier? You know.
Oh Lord, that's the worst, man. You get something that tastes so good, and then all of a sudden you get that unexpected.
Exactly.
What the? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It don't take away from the experience that you get for us to taste, but it take away from like, dang, he could have.
That moment.
Yeah, it's like, dang, he could have pulled that out of there. Why he need that? You know what I'm saying?
So we try to make sure that we're covering all our bases. And now from here, we got some cheese. So
all right, what we got?
HEB right here.
What we got?
So this is kind of like my
Is
chef
this
shortcut.
Oh man, we got that from HEB too?
Yeah, we got this from HEB, but this is not the actual cheese in here. What's in here is a blend of different cheeses.
Ah.
So it has a Gruyere, smoked Gouda, some extra sharp cheddar, and pretty much whenever I have extra cheese, I'll just rebag it so I can save it for the next show. But this is also helping the cheese sauce get thicker.
Man, I'm telling you, it looked a whole lot thicker from when you first started.
Yeah.
Man, that is crazy. All right, guys, we're going to let the chef whip this a little bit. I got to go do something. All right, guys, we got Chef Matt and we got Sensei over here.
Yeah.
Finna show him something about peeling these. Well, let me let him explain it to you. What we doing?
So we're going to cut these in a kind of like a funky pattern. So every time you cut, you kind of spin it around. And this is just going to give it, you know, just another unique version of eating carrots as opposed to just eating, you know, regular rounded carrots. So just something that you can do, little small touches to kind of make, you know, the overall experience, you know, something special.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so every time you cut, just kind of turn it, boom, turn it, boom, turn it, boom. And that way you'll get different angles with those edges.
All right, so we just gave Matt, he also had an option with the carrot peel, with a peeler. So, Matt, what are you doing? Let's talk about it.
Yeah, right now, man, we're just peeling carrots.
Let me come on the other side.
As soon as I'm done peeling everything, we're going to get into
So
that
why are you peeling the carrots?
Well, you don't want like the outside on there too much. You know, for one, it's already a little bit dirty. You want the presentation to be good, the flavor. You don't need any of that excess stuff on there. So you peel it just to get the excess off, and then you can cut it and kind of do everything you need to do.
Okay, cool. So let's see if you're going to cut it the way the sensei have taught you. Okay, I see him rolled it. Y'all see he rolled it.
That was all.
Oh, let's cut that little bad piece
cut
off.
that off.
All right, Matt, you good money, bro.
Yes, sir.
All right, Chef, I see you doing something different over here. What we got going on? I see you got bacon, we got fish.
Got bacon, got salmon.
Yeah, so we're getting ready to throw this bacon in the oven. And then this is going to go over the green beans. So we're just going to pick this up real quick.
Okay. Matt, with the gag, what you got going on?
Man, about to mince up the salmon for the croquettes we're gonna have for y'all for the appetizer. So I'm gonna do a 1.5 of these.
So you cutting it in pieces?
So we're gonna mince it finely to the point it gets to.
All right, let's explain what do mince mean, because for the people that don't know, because I don't know.
So for anybody like, and to put it into perspective, like you can go buy that minced garlic at the store or something. Like mince is gonna be anything that's that real small size. You can get it more almost like a not paste consistency, but you can put it in a ball since we put it in croquettes and put it into a mixture. So it's not like big pieces, but you're getting all that flavor, all the seasonings and everything gonna be well compacted because it's such small pieces.
Yes,
sir.
I got you. We're gonna see the finest work. I hear some popping going on over here. What we doing, Chef?
So we're just getting some char in the corn. We're going to do a nice corn salsa for the salmon croquettes that Matt's working on. So this way, you know, you get the little extra flavor of that char without overcooking the corn here. So I just want to get some color on it, and then we're going to cut it off the cob and make it into a salsa.
So let's talk about this sauce right here, because we see now you done stirred it and got that color you was looking for.
Yes, sir.
What has happened here? What has changed in the last 5 to 10 minutes?
Yeah, so now it's still thick, you know. Just kind of chilling, waiting on these potatoes to be done. And once it's all done, you know, we'll throw it in the oven and be ready to go.
The potatoes are still cooking.
Yes, sir, they are.
All right, guys. We getting somewhere here.
Yeah, we're getting somewhere.
Y'all stay tuned. All right, man. I seen you did something.
Yes, sir. Got it all minced up, making sure some of the bigger pieces get a little bit smaller.
And that's the salmon
you
you just mixed up, right?
What's up?
That's the salmon you just
Yes,
mixed up?
sir. Salmon house seasoning.
Oh, man. Chef, what we got right here?
So this is the mac and cheese. We're going to pretty much layer it up with more cheese and cream. We do it this way, that way, so it bakes in a dish that we're going to serve it in. And I say we're gonna layer it with some cream and like cheese mixture. Matt, what that? So what you want to do is, for each layer, we're going to do some cheese on top.
Now, what kind of cheese is that?
So this is extra sharp cheddar, Monterey, and Gruyere cheese here. So this is a white cheddar mac and cheese, but we still add some of the other cheeses too to kind of give it a different nuance to it.
So what you got in that skillet over there frying? All right, Chef, I'm gonna let you do that while I go tend to something else.
All right.
Whatchamacallit, ain't it?
All right, Mala, what you got going on right here? This is the decorator, everybody. This is TT Creations. That quick? This is record time, y'all. This is record time. Not only do you get a chef, but we get a full decorator as well.
I was like, baby, we ain't getting ready to put that thing up. Power ring. He swirled it up.
My brother, tell us what just happened. What did you just do?
I did that.
Y'all, this is a whole production team.
Yeah, yes.
We have a decorator. We got a chef in the house. We got a whole
we have a
production.
janitor.
And he's a janitor all at the same time.
I'm a janitor.
Lord Jesus, you get your money worth if I tell you.
Okay.
What just happened, my boy? What did you do? Tell the people, what did you do on that table?
We had to
Walk
do a
us
nice-
through
We
it.
had to set up the table, as you can see. The decor is everything. We want people to notice the green. Don't mind the chairs, all right? We got that on layaway. Okay? We'll return it.
I know I forgot my
But-
peppers, but
See, it's all about the green. My grandma loved green because she loved the color of money. So we want to make sure that's money and gold, okay? God gave silver and gold, but he also gave the green. Okay? But look at this, all right?
How did you swirl this thing like this?
Baby, it was nothing but the grace of God. It came to me. The Holy Spirit said, I want you to swirl the edges, okay? And expand, okay? And I did all that. God is good.
Oh, yeah. All right, Chef, what are you doing here, man?
Trying to strain out these potatoes for the.
Do you need a strainer?
No, this is good.
Matt, what is this? What's going on right here? 'Cause I think this is your area.
Yes, sir. This is gonna be the salmon croquettes. So this
Okay.
is just after everything's mixed together. I got mixed parsley in right now. But you know, you got bell pepper, celery. You got a little Trinity in there, pretty much. House seasoning, whole bunch. You know, I can't give up too much of the recipe, but y'all gonna like it.
So, Chef, what we didn't talk about, this house season.
Yeah.
Now, I've been knowing it's been a thing for a while now,
Oh yeah.
but we haven't talked about no house season. Let's talk about that.
We'll talk about when we got a patent on that one. We need to.
Oh, okay. Well, people, we can't give y'all that because
Yeah.
we're working on the patent.
What we'll say is keep it simple. Keep it simple. Where are the ingredients? Simply kill it.
Well, let me ask you this. Can you tell us why it's called a house season?
Because you know, when you go to a restaurant, they might have a house dressing or house drinks. Those are things that are signature to that restaurant. So that seasoning is a signature of ours. So we use that seasoning in everything that we cook, pretty much.
So that will give it that amazing flavor
It gives
that
it
we
that
did.
flavor, it gives it the consistency, and it's our house blend.
Amazing. So what are you doing right here, Chef?
So this is what we're doing. We're layering the potatoes for our gratin. That sauce that we've been working on in those potatoes, we're just gonna layer them up, put some cheese on it,
I can go stay and call my hair when I'm finished.
and we'll be ready to bake.
Okay. All right. All right, Matt. What you doing, man? I see you flipping some.
Yeah, man. We just got to make sure the flavor on the salmon is right. So taking a little sample, you know. Yeah.
just
then
in case.
Season the taste. Yeah, got to make sure. The beautiful thing about being a chef is you get to continuously taste your own food, make sure it's good before you serve it.
I mean, you pretty much be full before everybody else because.
Absolutely, yeah. And I'm still gonna plate if I can.
All right,
let's see how we feeling on this.
All right, what's the verdict?
That's good. Okay, try that for me real quick. The other half.
Let's see what the sensei say. What does it need? Does it need anything, or is it perfect like that?
Spot on.
Bet.
Let's go ahead and ball them up.
Yes, sir.
Well, y'all heard it from the chef. He said it's good. It's time to, get down with the get down.
Yes, sir.
I hired myself to be on the media team.
You know what?
I told him that's my 2025 goal. Is to be able to afford the Bishop
Right.
full time.
Well, we'll work it out. You get up with my manager upstairs and we'll work it out. So what we doing here, my boy?
So we are doing our patties right here for the fresh salmon croquettes. So Matt mixed the salmon. We sauteed up some peppers, onions, celery, added some mayo, egg, panko breadcrumbs, and Worcestershire.
So is this something you're gonna fry? Or you gonna put in the oven?
We're gonna bake this in the oven.
Oh.
So some people like to fry their croquettes. For me, it's too greasy. It's a lot of mayo and other stuff going in here, make it super rich. Has a really nice flavor when you bake it.
All right, Matt. I see you got cheese layers. What you doing over here, man?
Yeah, man, just put the final little topping of Gruyere. Make sure that everything is fully coated across. You want everybody to have as much good cheese as possible. You want to throw this in the oven, get a nice crust on it. We're good to go.
Oh man, we're getting somewhere.
Yes, sir. All right, now when you check the mac,
Milan, what you doing over here?
And you want this?
Getting her cake.
yeah, we're gonna need to replace it with the mac. The mac is holding.
So we got 2 cakes. What kind of cake are these?
Just regular white cake and chocolate cake.
So when you turn 70, y'all, that's when you get 2 cakes. You get 2 cakes. You get chocolate. You get white. I mean, when it's your birthday, you have what you want.
Yeah, okay, good.
So Matt, what you doing over here?
Yeah, man, we're taking the juices from the very short ribs, throwing all the vegetables, adding a nice little meaty component to it, and going to hit it with a little house after this, and it'll be ready to go.
So it's really starting to come together, huh?
Oh yeah, we on the left. That's good.
Chef, I see you got something in that skillet over there, man.
Yeah, man, go ahead.
Yes, sir. So we're working on the apple ginger glaze for the meatballs.
Oh, what now?
It's an apple ginger glaze. So we got some ginger and shallots over there going. Another HEB apple
Another
juice.
HEB product. Love HEB apple juice.
And we're gonna let this reduce down. And this is gonna be our glaze for our meatballs. Short ribs, heating up. We're gonna add some red wine to it, let that sauce reduce.
Okay, so we're getting away from the white. We're going to the red now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, like I said, when you're dealing with red meats, you want to go something a little bit heavier. So they also have cooking wines. If you don't want to pick like a drinking wine, you can just pick some of these up. I got this curbside. So sometimes curbside.
Was that HEB or something different?
That's not HEB. I don't think HEB has wine. That might be something they want to look into. But yeah, we're just gonna kind of nestle these onions in there. Get this heated up. These will be our short ribs. Working on a bourbon orange sauce for the chicken. And this is going to be that, once again, the apple ginger sauce. For the
Oh yeah, we
meatballs.
pulled that earlier, so that's still sizzling.
Yes, sir. So we're going to let that keep going until it reduces. And get it going.
All right, guys, I'm telling you, it's going down. Matt, I see you on another task here.
Yes, sir.
So talk to me. What we doing?
Man, just peeling shrimp. Nothing crazy. Peeling devein as we can, and
Favorite, ain't it?
tail.
No, bitch can't handle no shrimp.
Tragic.
Oh, bitch
What,
allergic to that.
shellfish?
Yeah.
Ah, that's tough. Damn. No crab legs, no nothing, huh?
Nah, man, I can't do nothing with it, Matt. I can smell it, I just can't taste it. I can cook it, I just can't eat it.
Right. Fair enough, man. Fair enough. But yeah, man, just something simple right here, making sure everything peeled and deveined.
Cool. All right, guys, while they doing that, I want to get the smoker side up. the chef want to do something with the smoker. I don't know what he want to do. Just asked me to fire it up. So that's what I'm going to do. All right, chef, what we doing here again? Because I see a whole nother color here.
Yeah, so I added a little bit of orange sauce. I already threw it away, but pretty much what you want to do is we make our sauces, but we use other sauces to kind of develop our sauce. So we bought an orange sauce. As you saw earlier, we were sauteing some shallots, some garlic in there as well. We added some white wine. We're going to let that cook down, taste it, see, we might want to add some vinegar or some seasoning or something. But yeah, if you're going to use already made sauce, don't be afraid to build upon those sauces. Taste it, see if you want to add something more sweet, more savory, maybe something more tangy like vinegar or lemon juice. That'll take your sauce game to another level conveniently. That's a little cheat code right there.
The chef dropping jewels, y'all. So I see you messing with that cornstarch again, huh?
So we're going to make another slurry for these sauces. This one is kind of thick, but this one over here is still kind of watery, along with our short ribs over here. So short ribs, we still want them to be whole. If you let it cook down too much, it'll start to shred, break apart. So without...
But most people want to, they like that fall off the bone, but this is a different reason why you don't want it to fall off the bone.
They're still going to be very tender.
Okay.
So there's a point to where it's tender without breaking apart. So that's what we want. We want it still tender to where, it'll be able to shred. Let's see if I can show you an example here. So you see that, Bishop? I can just kind of, just mush them together. So that means it's super tender. That's already breaking apart. So it's going to be very tender. I just don't want it to be shredded.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, when you're getting short ribs, people want, the rib. You know what I mean?
Got you. And so,
guys on the shrimp, what we doing?
House seasoning and parsley.
House parsley, all right.
let's see what Mac with the gat got going on.
Gotta make sure it's very well seasoned. Be able to coat every last inch of it. That parsley. There we go.
So let's talk about cooking shrimp. What is the best way that you would think would be to cook shrimp, not overcooking it? How do you know, it's just right?
You got some of that?
Either one of y'all.
I mean, me, I prefer to do a quick saute. I would rather have it slightly underdone than overdone. I don't like that rubbery texture. So high heat, saute on both sides, get a nice brown, and probably your best bet, at least outside of a deep fry, to get real good texture on it. So
do you cook it in a regular skillet? Do you prefer to grill it?
I like cast iron for pretty much everything personally.
Okay.
I also live in an apartment that don't have a grill, so that's my only option.
What about you, Chef? What would be your opinion?
Yeah, I agree with that. Shrimp is a delicate protein. It doesn't take long to cook. So no matter if you're grilling it, sauteing it, frying it, you want moderately high heat, and just quick in and out. You can, if it's undercooked, you can always fix it, but you can't fix it if it's overcooked.
Fair enough.
So these are coming out good. Bishop, I'm gonna see if you got any bourbon that we can borrow for this.
I got plenty of that, my boy. However you want to get down, I got plenty of bourbon.
I figured that would have been the perfect question for you.
I got plenty of that. Whatever you want to use, I got it over there. I got some 12-year-old bourbon. I got some Eden bourbon over there.
We want to take your fancy, so we got some cheap bourbon that we can get.
Well, we finna give them. It don't see with me, Chef. It don't matter because we gonna give them the X, not the E. So however we gotta do it, we will do that. So now at the bottom, that's the 12-year-old bourbon, and then I got the Oak Eden. That is also a good bourbon. But however you want to do it, we can get it.
I see some Erkin jerk.
No, you don't want to get that Erkin jerk, my boy.
Some brandy. Let's see.
We got some Crown over there.
Yeah, let's hit this Crown. And it's a peach Crown, so that goes good for orange flavor. So we'll just get maybe about half a cup.
Now, Chef, I hear something behind me sizzling.
So
Do you
what
care to
see,
tell me what's going on over there?
So just these sternos. So these are gonna.
Oh, ain't nothing in there. Y'all heating food up.
No,
But
so
I know it's water at the bottom because I see it at that one over there.
Yeah, so I'll just show you. You know, that's what's.
That's what keeps it hot. Oh, okay,
boiling
okay.
down there, so keep the food nice and hot for us. Back over here to our bourbon sauce. Let's see how it is. Boiling already. Let's add this bourbon. It's gonna give it a nice touch to that smoked chicken.
Mmm.
We'll go back and take our slurry again.
See, Matt got it all seasoned up over here.
That's what you need from me now.
Let's check on that potato au gratin.
Just did. It still needs some time.
That the shrimp is seasoning good.
Yep.
Let's see. Will you cut some lemon rings for me?
Absolutely.
Do some shave that cabbage. We'll need that for a slaw.
Yes. Got it.
So, Chef, by you pouring this in here, what is this gonna do? I know you say it's gonna thicken it up.
See how it's already.
Are we looking for a different color change?
No, you can just already tell that it is thickened up to where before it was. So you'll see me pour a little bit at a time, just so I can gauge it. Because if it gets too thick, then I gotta go back and add liquid to it. So I'll just try to do little by little. And now my sauce is thick without me having to reduce it too much. And it'll be ready to go. So that's all I did. Oh. So that's a good sauce. This is over here too. Now let me ask you a question.
Talk to me.
How do you like your sauces? You like a thin sauce? You like a thick sauce? You like no sauce? You a
So,
sauce guy?
for me, I think for sauce, it just all depends on whatever the dish is.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Of course, if you're doing mashed potatoes, then you kind of want that.
Gravy.
Yeah, you kind of want that gravy-like sauce.
Yeah.
Now, if you're just doing something that's like, let's just say, if you got a mixture of stuff, like let's say if you got like pork and maybe some rice and some beans, then I don't mind it being a little, it's not so much thick,
Okay.
but just runnery like,
Gotcha, gotcha.
So I guess it just all depends on the dish for me, But I'm not opposed to any way, any chef decide they want to cook it, or however you decide you want to cook it.
Yeah.
I'm cool with that.
So you're not the type to go to a restaurant and try to recreate the dish. You'll have it the way it's supposed to be had first.
Yes.
Gotcha.
But I'm just like everybody else. You try something, you be like, I wonder what it'll be if I did, X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Heard it, brother. I'm the same way. I feel that. I'm actually less of a sauce person though, but I like a good balance. Let me ask you this: you like sweet sauces or savory sauces the most?
Man, me personally, I'm not a big fan of sweet sauces like that.
Really?
I'm more so into like the savory. Now, let's just say if I'm cooking ribs or something, right?
Yeah.
I like the salty sweet taste.
Okay.
That's just me.
Exactly.
I always believe that sugar is an even balance with salt.
Yes. You're speaking my language, brother. You're speaking my language.
So if I go and cook a slab of ribs, of course I'm gonna season it up, real heavy, but then I'm gonna come back with the glaze, with the honey, the brown sugar, and the butter,
Yeah.
and that's gonna even that salt out.
You're speaking my language, man.
And not only that, but high blood pressure is a thing. So high blood pressure is a thing. So I prefer a lot of the natural flavors, but I don't mind spiking it up a little bit.
So you see what I have here? I have a tasting spoon, and I have my actual cooking spoon.
You're right.
So if I want to taste something without having to go back and forth, I just dab it in my tasting spoon.
Right.
Good to go. So highly recommend that so you know what you're serving. A lot of people they don't know what they're serving until people talking about it. It's good to be ahead of the game and adjust as you go. So my apple ginger sauce needs some sweet. So I'm gonna add some brown sugar to it.
I didn't know how potent that brown sugar was. So I was cooking chili and I was looking at the recipe. And they're like, you need to add brown sugar. So of course, when you cooking chili, depending on how you cook it, with tomato paste or with tomato sauce, it's very tart.
Yes.
And that brown sugar bring everything together.
Out.
Oh Lord, dog! When I figured that out.
Yeah, it's all about balancing, man. You don't want to lean too heavy into one particular direction. You want people to be able to have an experience in the mouth, man.
And that's the eat, not the eggs.
Exactly. Yes, sir. He said, heard that, bro. And then, Matt, would you also dice up those the chives for me?
Yeah, man. Sure. How many lemons do you want?
Not too many.
So, guys, I also want y'all to understand this is only 2 men today.
Oh yes.
2 men's on the stove, not 2 men's in the truck, but 2 men's on the stove.
Yeah, so we typically got a job like this. I would probably just ask for one more person, but my dream team is asleep right now. It seems like. I guess the holidays is, But we got a phenomenal team, though. When they are here, they are exceptional. One of my chefs is visiting her family. I think another chef is dealing with his niece. So it's important to take time to spend time with your family, especially during the holiday season. I'm very appreciative of Matt, covering me today.
Shout out to Matt with the gat.
Yeah, so these are our croquettes here. So we're just gonna kind of get them separated a little bit. We want to be gentle. Make sure you don't, break them up too much.
So what I've learned about salmon, the meat is so kind of like fluffy, right?
It's fatty.
Yeah. So I grilled it, and the only way I can really eat it, if I do decide to eat it, is I go outside and I grill it. Like I put it in a marinade, let it marinate for a little while, and I take it outside and grill it. But the thing about it is it falls apart.
Oh yeah. So it's a very delicate fish. It's really fatty. So that means there's not too many connective tissues to kind of bind it together. So you definitely there's a method you can use a cedar plank wood. That gives it another layer of like smoky flavor, and it helps keep the fish whole.
So, but what you're saying is cedar plank wood, put it on the grill, put the wood on the grill with the fish?
Yeah, so what you'll do is you'll soak that wood, it's a plank, maybe something like this but thinner. You'll soak it, you'll season your fish how you want to, and you'll put the fish on the plank and you put the plank on the grill.
Got you.
That's how you do a cedar plank salmon. And that kind of help you.
They do sell salmon already marinated with the plank with it. Like they'll sell you the whole thing all in one.
What you say, HEB?
HEB, bro.
HEB, we gotta talk. HEB. This is the Bishop. We need to have a conversation. The Bishop, the Chef, and HEB. We all need to have a conversation.
Looks like our potato gratin is good to go. I'm gonna pour that out.
Yeah, I wish y'all can smell what I smell right now. I mean, granted, you guys can see what I see, but I really wish you can smell what I smell. Look at that. Look at that. That thing almost look like a potato soup.
Oh yeah, it sure does. That's a great way to describe it. We're gonna look at that over here. This is gonna hold us, keep us held good until we're ready to showcase.
Wow.
Can I tell you what's up?
So, Chef, what are you doing here?
So we're doing.
We got another teachable moment.
With the meatballs that we're doing, we're gonna do a little slaw with it.
So, explain to me, what is this that I'm looking at? Let me see that behind on that.
Go ahead. So, you're probably used to seeing a green cabbage.
I am.
This is a red cabbage.
Okay.
So, typically when you're seeing vegetables that are purple, red, they have a lot of healthy properties to it, nutritional value. So, and then it also gives it a nice colored. You know, as opposed to just your traditional green. This kind of gives it a pop of color here. So now you're just going to pretty much give it like a thin shave. You might even want to, you could use the mandolin if you ain't scared.
Is that what?
I said you could even use the mandolin if you're not scared.
Shit. I'll try that. What are the odds both of us almost died there?
I got a white glove up there if you want to put that over your hand just in case.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be an easier way.
Yeah, for sure.
So in the midst of you cutting, you get everything. You also, I pay very close attention. But every time you cut up something, you organize it, you put it in the bowl.
Got to, man.
And put it away. That is so dope to me. I think that is a super unique way when you preparing a big meal like this, keeping everything organized, knowing where everything is at, making room for new product. That is, I've never seen it done like that before.
Especially being in someone else's home, we got to make sure that we're as clean as possible.
That's true.
This is not our workspace.
That is true, because people do watch all that.
Oh, yeah.
Now I'm telling you, I got that white glove up there.
Oh, no, that's cool, bro. I'll be right back.
All right, man. I see you got the knife. You cutting some cornel up.
Yes, sir.
So what we doing?
Man, since we already got a nice little char on the corn, we just pretty much just got to get it off the cob so it can be... Kyle, what are we using this for?
We're going to use it for the corn salsa.
That's right. That's right. So naturally, just want to get down to the kernels itself, see how it's nice and clean. No, just kind of get it all separated so it's nice and ready for the salsa. The char is going to give it a good flavor.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, Kyle, do you rather do it like this than use canned corn?
Oh, yeah.
100%.
Fresh as much as possible. Is how we usually do. And corn is just one of those things that I can taste the difference.
Yeah.
I really prefer fresh for that specifically.
So let me ask you this: you ever thought about having your own garden, growing your own vegetables, your own fruits?
Oh yeah, man, but you don't really need all that when you got HEB, you know.
I like that. That is a fact. Cause I know, of course, with me and you from that, having a garden is a thing. Was a thing. You know what I'm saying?
So we're gonna got our meatballs over here. So chicken spinach meatballs.
Chicken spinach meatball.
Yes, sir.
And y'all know I love meatballs.
Oh yeah. So we're gonna cover that with the glaze and just kind of let that sit and hold, and voila.
So you gonna put the glaze on it now or the glaze later?
I'm gonna put it over the top.
And that's the glaze, everybody. That's gonna go over the meatball. What do you think, Chef?
Gonna add some vinegar to it. Some of that cilantro that Matt got.
So what flavor are we looking to get out of this glaze?
So this is going to be kind of like an Asian style flavor. We got your ginger, your apple, your cilantro.
So the apple is what kind of make it sweet.
Yeah, it's going to be a little sweet, a little tangy. The cilantro is going to give it some freshness to that sauce. I think I'm going to add some black pepper to it as well. So this is accent, some MSG. That gives it another savory component to it. And some black pepper. And y'all, check this out, man. I'll taste the sauce, 10 times until I got it right. So, you know, don't be afraid to taste it 10 times, you know.
You got to have it right.
You gotta have it right.
This is not just going into people's stomach, but this is also your reputation that's on the line.
Absolutely.
This can also make and break a business.
Yeah, so a lot of chefs, they will skip that process and then wonder why they're not getting repeat clients. You know, so that's kind of one of my bragging points is a lot of my clients are repeat clients. And sometimes they'll repeat multiple times in 1 year. So I think that says a lot about the business.
That's the X, not the E.
Yes, sir.
Because once you get the experience, you know, it's different from wherever else you may go. And don't get me wrong, it's not to take away from no other chef. There's a lot of good chefs that's out there, but you know, maybe I might say I'm a little biased, but you know, for this one, we are repeat clients. Not only are we friends, but we are clients as well. We was clients first before we became friends.
Absolutely. That's right. Now we're going to pour this on top. That's our apple glaze right there.
So we just let that sit there and marinate, huh?
Yes, sir. And that'll be good to go when the guests arrive.
Matt, how we coming with that corn? Look like you're almost done.
Yes, sir. Literally finishing up right now. We're good to go on that. Got everything nice and copacetic. And we get to get ready to get the salsa together.
Now, one thing I do like that you do, Chef, is I like the way once you get done with one thing, you go right on and clean it out.
Oh yeah. Especially if you plan on if you need something similar to what you just used, instead of getting another pan, just clean out the one you just got. That way you don't have 1,000 pans, you know, at the end of cooking. So I'm gonna need this pan again. Just clean it real quick, dry it off good. You want to make sure you keep your cast irons dried off. You know, you go on to the next task.
Wash as you go. My mama used to always say she can't cook in no dirty kitchen.
Oh, yeah. So, what's your favorite thing to cook lately, bro? What's been
So,
go-to meal?
Man, if let's just say if I'm having some people over,
Yeah.
and I just want to get them something different.
Yeah.
So I got this meal I call the Alabama Slammer, right?
All right.
So basically, what that is, tender pork loin.
Okay.
So what I do is I brown it on the cast iron skillet all the way around. Take it out, put it in a pan, and then from there, what I would do, I would put it in the oven and so as I'm letting it cook, the next thing I would do, I would cook some yellow rice. Get the yellow rice, get it all cooked up because it already has, and I just use Tony's because it already has that flavor, that season. Yeah. So I get that, and then I would make some black beans, right? It almost like if you was getting a bowl from Chipotle. So while all that is cooking, I make a secret sauce. That what sells the dish.
What's the secret sauce?
Oh, I don't know if I want to put that on. I can't put that on camera because I got people looking. They want to know. Everybody been asking me what is the sauce. I can't tell y'all what the sauce is.
Well, describe it. What is it like?
So I tell you this. You don't really have to do much. Once you got the key ingredient, you add a little heavy whipping cream, throw a little season on it, and because everything is else so flavorful, right?
Yeah.
The yellow rice is flavorful. The meat is flavorful. Once you pour that sauce in there, and the sauce is not salty at all, it brings it together.
Heard.
But if I'm not doing that, another one that I love to cook that'll take you away is my ribs. I smoke my ribs for about 6 hours. Like literally 6 hours, I smoke my ribs, and I smoke them low and slow on my Traeger outside. I use yellow mustard as a binder, and I got a house season that I make up myself. Spread that across there, and I just let it smoke for about 3 hours. You know what I'm saying? And then I take it off, put it back on with some foil, let it smoke another 2.5 hours. Let it rest for 30 minutes. You don't even need no teeth. Just like that.
Are you a fall from
I mean, man,
like a little bit like
man, it really, to me, I'd rather it fall off the bone, but if I bite it off the bone, then if it's not so tough, you know, because sometimes if you don't cook it long enough, it'll still have that little chew.
right.
So, but off the bone is cool.
Because the way a lot of people do it, like when it comes to competition barbecue and stuff, is you want it to be like as tender as it can be and not fall off that rib at all.
I guess it just all depends on, you know, the chef at the time. Me personally, I would prefer it to fall off the bone. And that way I know it ain't no meat on there. So what we doing now, chef? I see we got the.
Turn these up first. We'll do that first.
What's going on?
She was eating the food at reception.
I know, man. She just be acting funny. All right, so what we got going on right now?
We just sauteing the shrimp up real quick. Give it a quick flip. Then what I'm gonna do next is just put it in the pan and rotate them out.
Okay, man, what you doing, brother?
Man, just chopping up the bacon,
Oh man,
getting it nice and fine, but you know, to where you still at least have enough to where you know it's a good solid piece.
Man, I'm telling you, I've been killing it all day, man, since y'all got here.
My best.
2-man army right now. And you was talking about the Dream Team earlier. Shout out to the Dream Team, y'all. They are the real MVP. I've seen these jokers time and time again make the impossible possible.
Oh yeah, man. Case in point.
Who do we have over here that done joined us? We have our own personal photographer.
That's right. Trying to fix this camera.
I haven't moved it at all, but I'm sure we got more. We always have enough of it. We're gonna have the house.
So what we doing here? What is this?
Yeah, man, we're gonna throw it all in the food processor. Butter, house, pass the parsley and thyme as well, correct?
So what is this? What is this for?
That's a great question, guys.
For the rolls. Butter rolls.
Oh, the butter roll.
That's right, that's right.
Okay.
The sticky buns that we were talking about earlier.
So what we doing, chef?
So right now we're just garnishing our items.
Hey, girl.
This is the salmon croquettes. We got a little remoulade on top of these. We're gonna top it off with this shrimp and then the corn. Going on top of that after that.
Chicken's out. The dog is definitely trying to get in the piece.
Alright, that sauce, it's in the pot, the orange sauce.
Yeah.
Kind of massage it in there.
Yeah, talking about the brown sauce and right next to soap.
Right in the pot.
All right, chef. I see you putting the finishing touch.
Yes, sir, we are.
This look like some stuff that come from the gods.
We like to sing where God sent, man.
Oh, y'all are definitely heaven sent. The Lord has used you all.
We appreciate you. We love
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to
been part of my life forever. And I love all of y'all. And I appreciate everything that y'all do. I love you.
We love you back,
Love
Mommy.
you.
Okay, so all of us got together, all your kids,
Okay.
grandkids got together, and we got you a
Kids, grandkids, and nephews.
nephew, all your
And niece and
kids,
nephew. Yeah, all the kids.
yeah,
Yeah.
everybody. We all got you a gift card book, so here you are.
You can go through it.
Go through it. The price is at the bottom.
Keisha ain't playing with the first one
But
yet.
yeah, Keisha, you know, open each page.
Child. Oh my Lord.
So she's supposed to get you a sandwich. She ain't here yet, but we're gonna
Out
go
of
through.
garden. Yeah. Vanilla gift card.
Splurge.
Splurge.
That's 300.
Yeah.
It's at the bottom.
Dollar Tree, Arch,
Arch to
Arch to
Never gonna be at
arch.
the
Yeah.
they all at the bottom.
Oh my goodness. Quick snack. Papa Dough. Oh, I need that. Oh.
This one has a whole bunch of different.
What is that?
I'm gonna show you. It have Panera Bread, Walmart, kind of stuff. You can go
okay.
with, but
Manicure.
Yep,
Ooh, child.
that's Macy's.
GSW. Do they make 11s? Vanilla
Yes.
gift card.
It's over with, y'all. This is the fun part, the breakdown.
I'm about to head out to Austin.
My boy, tell the people what just happened now.
Yeah, man. So we had a very successful celebration. Miss Lorna Cox, aka Grandma, Mom, Auntie, Granny. People were damn near fighting over plates.
Yeah.
They say don't take that food with you, so that's always a good sign when people want to, keep the experience going even after they leave the establishment. So shout out to Gourmet,
Matt with the gang.
you know what I'm saying? Chef Matt over here holding it down with me. My girl Cassie came as well. Took some pictures for the family. She did a great job. And currently we're doing the best part for the client is after they enjoy the whole experience, they don't even gotta clean up. We take care of the cleanup as well. So it's a full service. It's not just about good food, great presentation. You gotta finish the product, and this is us finishing the product right here. So this is where you get the bang for your buck.
Yeah. This is why it's a X experience, not an E. It's the X, not the E, with the experience. You know what I'm saying?
Well, what about you, man? Tell us what you thought about the experience.
And look, me personally, the experience is always great. Every time, you know what I'm saying, I eat your food, bro. It is freaking, I don't have no complaints, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like I told you earlier, I love meatballs. I'd have had your meatballs probably, man, I don't know how many times, and I can say this, every time is not the same. It's a different flavor every time. But the most part, what I really wanted to do was I wanted to capture the moment of seeing the process from start to finish. So I think, man, and the chicken, that was even better, man. We put the chicken over the smoker, and that gave it that little smoky flavor, that little smoky taste. On top of he had already did what he did to it earlier. Hey, man, you can't ask for that more. You can't ask for, it couldn't have been no better than what it already was. And if it could have got any better, good Lord. So,
Check this family, and every time they hire us, we don't take it for granted. It's probably maybe like, honestly, man, it's more than 5. We're probably getting close to 10 times this family has hired us for different events, graduation, baby showers, weddings. So each time, we try to bring something different, something more special to the table. So
retirement,
all of it. So, we like to show our gratitude by keeping the standard high, man. You won't catch us sleeping,
That's the fact. That is the fact. Well, everybody, this is the fun part. My boy is in here breaking it down. He's got everything, Look at this beautiful girlfriend. She's over here giving a helping hand, breaking down everything. So, what more can you ask for? You get an experience. You get the X, not the E. And let me tell you something. I would tell anybody, if you want an experience, book Chef Kaius. I'm going to put all this information. I'm going to link everything at the bottom, guys. Get with my boy, man. He is cold at what he do. I don't know nobody that do it better. So, with that being said, Resource Gang, we out.